Okay, so to analyze single stage and countercurrent stage leaching, an operating line equation or material balance relation and equilibrium relations between the two streams are needed, such as that we have in with absorption in liquid-liquid extraction. So always we have to find for the operating line equation natin. So in solid liquid stream, we also have, or in the leaching, we also have two streams natin, which is the underflow and the overflow. So if you're gonna go back here sa countercurrent leaching thickeners natin, example natin. So we have the underflow and then we have the overflow located at the top of the diagram natin. So consequently, no, the underflow is also called as the slurry stream kasi nandun si solid pati si liquid natin. Note that yung solid is dun manggagaling si solute natin. And then solid will just remain underflow lang, no? Hindi pupunta si solid sa taas or hindi siya pupunta sa overflow natin. The concentration of the oil or the solute in the liquid or the overflow stream is equal to the concentration of the solute in the liquid solution accompanying the slurry or the underflow stream. So always, yung concentration natin ng oil is in the liquid natin, no, in the overflow stream, is just the equal, is constant or equal to the concentration of the solute in the liquid solution na meron tayo. So, dapat nakukuha natin always si oil concentration. So, these are the notations lang na kailangan natin sa equilibrium diagrams natin. We have to first identify N, which is N is equal to the concentration of the inert or insoluble solid B. If we let A, no, if you let A as the solute, B as your insoluble solid, C as your solvent, we now identify N, no, capital N, as the concentration, no, concentration or the weight, no, of the solid over the weight of the solution. It's kilogram B all over kilogram A plus C. Now, for the overflow, since we say that there are no solids, so overflow natin, therefore, N here is equal to 0. For the underflow, it actually depends on the value of the solute concentration in the liquid. No? It depends on the value of your A. So, other notations such as XA and XY, it will just tell you the composition, no, or the weight fraction of the solute A, both in overflow. Pag X tayo, overflow. Pag Y tayo, underflow yung gagamitin natin. So this is an example of the construction of the equilibrium diagram natin. Both for, this is an example of the construction of the equilibrium diagram natin. So in calculation in leaching, we have to identify two kinds of a problem. So we have the single stage leaching and the countercurrent multi-stage leaching. Now sa countercurrent multi-stage leaching, if I'm not mistaken, dalawa rin yung kind of problem natin dito, under dito, no? The constant overflow or and then the varied overflow. So let's have the problem here. So this is a single stage leaching. I think dito tayo natapos kahapon. Set up ko lang yung yan ko. Set up ko lang yung entire screen ko. Okay, so nakikita na ba yung entire screen ko?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so this is a single stage natin. No? So this is the actual process flow na kailangan natin i-identify. So first, just like in any unit operation, you really have to produce your own diagram. Magpo-produce tayo ng sarili natin diagram ng process flow natin. And just like what we have our usual convention, na yung sa baba, underflow is from left to right, and then yung process flow natin sa overflow is from right to left. Okay, and then sa baba is the feed slurry natin coming in, no? Yung feed slurry na inlet natin, and then you have also an inlet, and the overflow natin is the solvent feed. So papasok si feed slurry, solvent feed, mag-mix ngayon, and then magli-leach si solute mo, most of the solute pupunta kay overflow, the remaining solute natin, and then the inert is pupunta kay underflow solution natin. So these are the following notations lang natin, no? When we say V is the mass of overflow solutions. So you have here the V2, no, coming from the V2 here, no? Kasi this is stage 1, this is stage 2. Just imagine this stage 2 here. So this V2 and V1 are the overflow solution. Mass, no? Isipin na mass flow siya. No? Hindi pa siya composition, hindi siya mass fraction. And then L is the mass of liquid in the slurry solution. So, very obvious naman na yun. Pag B naman tayo is the mass of dry. Mass lang to ng dry insoluble solid. No? Insoluble solid, solute-free solid. Pag N tayo, N, yun yung na-define natin kanina, the mass fraction of the dry solute-free solid, no, over the solution. So, ang solution natin is A plus C. No, yun yung lagi natin tandaan na yung solution pag we let A as our solute, no? And then we let B as our insoluble solid. And we let C as a solvent. Okay? Now, yung B natin is the insoluble solid, and your A plus C is equal to your solution. No? A plus B is your slurry, no? So, ito na yung kailangan natin dapat tandaan at the beginning, no? And then we have N as the mass fraction of the insoluble solid, XA as the mass fraction of your A in the overflow, and then Y is in the underflow. So always, pag nagkaroon tayo ng diagram natin, pag nag-create tayo ng ito, sa taas is always the X, and sa baba is always the Y. So material balance is divided into 3 parts. First is you're gonna do the total solution balance, which is LO plus V2 is equal to L1 plus V1. And this, the incoming or the inlet stream, LO, V2 is equal to M. No? They will be the one, no, that will be mixed inside your extractor. And then after that, that mixture is also the one that will leave the overflow here and underflow here. So that mixture is M. And component balance, we will have the LO and then times YAO since we are talking about or we are concerned with the solute. So maglalagay na lang tayo ng another subscript na A plus the V2 XA2 is equal to L1 YA1 plus V1 XA1 is equal to M XAM. So M is here is the total mixture. XAM is the component, the composition of A in the mixture. Now, the composition of A in the mixture. Note that pagdating na sa M, naka-X pa rin tayo, denoting na in a solution form siya, yung mixture natin. XAM. So, and also the solid balance. So, bakit tayo naglalagay ng solid balance? Because we always found out that yung solid natin will always remain constant along the way. Hindi naman pupunta the amount of the solid will remain constant lang dito sa baba. Hindi naman siya pupunta sa overflow. So, meron tayong pangatlong balance, which is the solid balance, is just equal to the B, the amount of the insoluble solid, is equal to the N, which is the mass fraction on the composition. Yun yung N natin, composition of your solid free, a solute free natin na solid, and then LO, which is the mass ng papasok na slurry natin, plus 0. Baka 0 kasi yung papasok dito, we have no insoluble solids solvent feed natin, is equal to N1, L1 plus 0, N1, L1, and 0. Ibig sabihin, wala rin tayong nalabas na solid dito. Walang solid dito, walang solid dito. Is equal to NM. It's the composition of the solid in the mixture times the M. So, tatandaan natin yung tatlong balance na yun. So, let's have an example here. So, in a single stage leach soybean from flake soybeans with hexane. So, here pala, nakikita na natin na si soybean oil is ipapalik natin, no? From its solid na matrix, no, dun sa seed mismo, is papunta siya sa hexane. So, hexane now is your C or your solvent. Your A is the oil and the B is the solid na soybean natin. So 100 kg soybean containing 20 weight percent oil is leached with 100 kg of fresh hexane solvent. So the value of N, which is constant, no, that's the constant, no, in the underflow is 1.5 kilogram insoluble solid per kilogram solution retained. So yun yung nare-retain natin, no? Which is constant. And calculate the amounts and composition of the overflow V1, no, which is yung V1 natin, yun yung lalabas overflow, and the underflow L1 leaving the stage. So I think comprehensible naman yung problem natin, no? May papasok sa stage natin na soybean containing 20% oil, and then meron kang hexane na papasok sa overflow natin. Now, constant lang yung N natin, which is always 1.5 kilogram solid per kilogram solution natin. So that's B over C plus A, no? B over C plus A. So constant siya, and then you have to calculate what is leaving now. So first, we have to determine what are the informations that are given. So here, we say that the feed slurry is 100 kilogram containing 20% oil, and then entry is 100 kilogram of the fresh hexane, and N is 1.5 B all over A plus C. So first is you're gonna find the coordinate of your LO. You find the coordinate of LO here. So pagdating um sa solution natin here, we will make a graphical solution of we will make a graphical solution of the leaching natin, no? So later on ipapakita natin kung saan natin ito nakikita si mga coordinates natin. Okay, so first you're gonna solve for the LO. So yung LO natin is the slurry coming in. So ang gagawin natin is segmentize natin siya into A, B, and C. So mass of A, since 20%, sorry, and then 100 ang papasok na slurry natin. So 20% yung oil. So A is 0.2, 20 kg. B is 80 kg, no? That's the remaining sa 0.2. And then mass of C, we don't have any solvent sa LO natin. And then you're gonna solve for the YAO. Since nasa baba tayo, so Y tayo, A. So that's A all over A plus C. And then we have 1. And N, which is B all over BAC, is equal to 80 ang B natin. And then A is equal to 20 and C is equal to 0, 4. So the coordinate for the LO or the coordinate for the feed slurry YAO is 1 and 4. Ipapakita natin dito. So maglalagay tayo ng some sort of a graph here. So this is the LO natin. May papakita natin. The 1 and the 4. Now, this is the and ang gagawin natin dito, this is the XA or the YA. So from 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and 1. And then your N is 4. No? So, gagayahin na lang natin to. Medyo maingay lang yung radyo sa kabila. No? Try to extend this one. Okay, for example, here. And then, lalagay natin si this is the 4. This is the 0 of your N. No? And then, syempre, sa gitna yung 2 natin. And this is 1. And then, this is the 0.5. This is 0.25. Okay. And then this is 7.5. 0.5 or and then ibig sabihin sige 0.5 na lang. And then this is 0.75, 0.25. Kaya nang bahala mag-designate na arbitrary lang naman. Kung i-follow lang talaga natin yung designation natin here, we say that this is the 0.2, 0.4, this is 0.6, 0.8. Okay, sige. Pala lang natin yan. So we say that the LO, so hanapin natin si LO, which is this is the XA or the YA. So LO natin, nakikita natin here. That's your LO. Next. For the V2, we say that the mass of the A sa V2 natin, since fresh solvent siya, wala tayong A, wala tayong solid, but we have C. So you have to give me the X0 and the N2 0. So dito nakikita si N si V2 mo. Okay? So this will be your V2 and your L1. So lalagyan na natin, i-change natin yung color niya para naka-properly designate tayo. So this is your LO and then this is your V2. Next. So natapos na tayo, ito. So nalagyan natin si V2, V1. So we will make use now of the material balance natin. From the solution balance, we say that the M is equal to 120. No? Since 20 yung papasok na LO natin, plus 100 yung V2 natin. Now, this is a solution, no? So, total solution balance. So, yung solution lang natin is A plus C lang natin. So, ipapasok na LO, hindi kasali si B. So, that's why, ang meron lang tayo is the oil, which is 20 kilogram, plus the C natin, which is the hexane. And then, we have a component A balance. Marunong tayo component A balance na tayo, no? We have 20, and then we have the YAO, previously solved as 1, plus the V2, which is the fresh solvent, times 0. We don't have any oils as fresh solvent natin. And then you have 120 over XAM. So the mixture, no, the total A composition or the weight fraction in the mixture is 0.167. That's the XAM. X sub AM. Now, so meron tayong XA sub M. We know how to find the NM. So yung NM natin, makukuha natin sa solid balance. So tatlo yun, no? Solution balance, component A balance, and the solid balance. So solid balance natin, we have NO, LO is equal to NM times M. So that's 4, nakakuha natin previously, times 20, NM times 120 yung mixture natin, we have NM is 0.67. So we have a new coordinate of the mixture which is at 0.67 na X natin and 0.167, and we have the 0.667. This is at around here. Okay, so plot the coordinate M here. So first is kailangan natin lagay si line natin na N. So nakaplot na tayo. We have to define that N is constant along the XA. So along the XA, meron tayong given na here. The N is 1.5 across A plus C. So across A plus C is constant siya. So ibig sabihin, meron tayong line na 1.5. This is 1, 1.5. Maglalagay tayo ng line. Yeah. This is the line na 1.5 natin across. Okay. So after that, this is the 1.5 na N natin. This is B over A plus C natin na line. And then we have to make sure na, so nakakuha na tayo, no? So construct M and then how to find the value of V1 and L1. We have to connect the V2 and LO natin here. So i-connect na natin siya. Let's do the green. Okay, so here, I think make sure na dapat napasok natin si M in the middle. No, kasi connected si M, so parang mali yung M ko dito. Gonna erase lang. Okay. So somewhere dapat dito si M. Okay. And then after that, you have to create according to the graphical rule, construct a straight line vertical through point M in order to find the value of V1 and L1. So you have to construct lang a line. I-red. Okay, so mag-construct lang tayo ng line here to find the V1 and the L. Yeah. Okay. So mangyayari nito, we have the L1. The point here is the L1. And the point here is your V1. Okay, kasi since ito yung line nung underflow natin, this is the underflow na line natin 1.5. So dun dapat si L. And then this is your overflow na line. So dito si V1. So L1 and V1. So ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nakikita natin within the coordinates natin, ano ba to? It's, I think, according from here is 0.167. So therefore, your V1 is has a coordinate of 0.1670 and your L1 has a coordinate of 0.167 1.5. No. Okay, so from that, we can go back, no? Kung paano natin isosolve tong dalawang to. This is the graphical solution. Yeah. I think this is the graphical solution to find the V1 and L1. So what we have so far here is that 0.167 here is your this is your X, A, and N. Here you have Y, A, N. So hindi pa natin na total na solve kung ilan ba yung amount natin. So here, balik tayo ulit dito sa solution balance. We say that L1 is equal to V1 is equal to M, no? And we say that V1 now is equal to 120 minus L since M natin is 120. So yung solid balance natin, following the solid balance na nakita natin before. So we have 1.5, no? Yung N natin times L1. So hinahanap natin si L1 natin. And then 0.667 and M natin, which is the solve natin kanina. Yan, 0.667, yung na-solve natin kanina, times 120, the mixture natin. So therefore, the L1 is 53.86 kilogram, no? So, yun si L1 natin. Ito lang yung composition niya and we have the N. Ang alam lang natin is yung YA niya, no? And N. Pero hindi pa natin alam kung ilan yung total amount. So, the total amount now of L1 is 53.36 kilogram. So, from that, you can get the V1, which is from the equation 1 natin. So, V1 is equal to 66.64 kilogram. Okay, so ganun tayo mag-solve ng single stage natin. Sorry. So let's proceed to the multi-stage countercurrent leaching natin. So this is the single stage. And then, proceed tayo sa multi-stage natin. So, i-follow lang natin itong single stage na calculation natin, ha? Again, kailangan natin i-identify lahat ng mga masses natin and the compositions of both the slurry and the fresh solvent. Pagkatapos niya, magpuproceed tayo ng tatlong balance. Total solution, component A balance, and the solid balance. Okay? And then, balik tayo ulit dito sa, kasi ang so far na nakuha natin dito is nag-LOV2 tayo. LOV2. Note that, pagdating sa mass balance natin, ito na yung mass balance natin. Okay, dito sa unahan. Okay, note na pagdating sa mass balance natin, ito, kukunin natin si LOV2M, and then, ito naman yung composition A balance natin, LOYAO plus V2XA2 is equal to MXAM, B is equal to NOLO. Or NOLO is equal to NM times M. And then pangalawang, makadalaw tayo three sets, no? O three parts. First three parts is L here, yung sinabi kanina. Ang second three parts is L1 plus V1 is equal to M. And then L1YA1 plus V1XA1 is equal to MXAM. And then the third is N1L1 is equal to NM times M. So, as you can see, nakatatlo tayo dito, nakadalawang set tayo ng material balance. No? Here, yung sinabi ko, and here. And then, nag-material balance na naman tayo ulit here. No? Doon sa L1V1. Okay? So, multi-stage tayo, which is example number 2. Nakaka-follow pa rin ba tayo, class? Hello? Are we still following? Nakaka-follow pa ba tayo?
Yes, sir.
Yes, baka bigla na lang kayo natutulog dyan, ha? Okay. How about yung grupo nila? Okay. Let me know lang kung nakaka-follow pa ba tayo. Yes. Yung grupo nila sa Holga dyan. Yung grupo nila Estremos. May internet pa ba?
Na-out po ata sila, sir.
Yun na nga yung concern ko eh. Anyway. Mahina talaga ang connection sa mga cottages. So sa multi-stage countercurrent leaching natin, the ideal stages are numbered in the direction of the solid or underflow stream. So just like what we usually do, no? Naka-number tayo, usually naka-designate tayo na naka-number tayo by naglalagay tayo ng box, and then this is 1, and then this is 2, and then okay, maglalagay mo tayo ng mga underflow natin. And then usually is naglalagay tayo ng parang broken na designation, and then we have the stage N. Naglalagay tayo ng stage N here, and then your final output. So this is the underflow. So this is the feed slurry natin. Overflow. Okay. So here, again, galing tayo ng LO. And then, lalabas tayo dito as LN. Here, galing tayo sa VN plus 1, lalabas tayo ng V1. Ganun lang din tayo. So the solvent C and solute A phase or the V phase, ito yung V phase natin sa taas, no? Whatever sa taas, mga V phase natin. That is the liquid phase that overflows continuously from stage to stage countercurrent to the solid phase. So sa baba yung solid phase, sa taas yung liquid phase natin. So lalagay lang natin dito the solid phase and the liquid phase. Okay? So, the composition of V denoted as X. So, yung mga composition ng V are denoted X. And the composition of your L is denoted Y. The solid, we have the assumption that the solid B is insoluble and is not lost in the V phase. No, it is not lost in the V phase. Ibig sabihin, tama ba yung statement niya? Dapat it is not lost in the liquid phase. Liquid V phase. Okay, so since naka-liquid yung dapat L phase to eh. No. The solid is insoluble and is not lost in the liquid L phase. Dapat nasa L phase pa rin talaga yung solid B natin. The flow rate of the solid is constant through the process. So yung solid natin, hindi siya natatrap sa each of the stage. Nagpo-flow lang talaga siya from stage to stage. Okay, so yung solid kasi natin, hindi naman pumunta sa taas, sa overflow. So nagre-remain na siya constant in the underflow. Okay, so still we have three material balances here, no? We have for the total solution balance, we have the LO plus Vn plus 1 is equal to Ln plus V1, which is equal to the M, total mixture. And the component A balance, no? So solution balance, component A balance, if this is the YAO, so LOYAO, Vn plus 1, X AN plus 1 is equal to Ln, Y sub AN, V1 times XA1 is equal to is equal to M times XAM. XAM is the composition of your A in your mixture. Yung solid balance naman natin, since it just remains in the underflow, so B, no, is equal to NO. NO is the composition of your solid, no? That's B over A plus C. Times LO, the slurry mass, is equal to N sub N, no, here, plus Ln is equal to N sub M times M, the mixture. So, ganun pa rin gagawin natin. The first round of material balance is LO plus Vn plus 1 is equal to M. Second, then component A balance is LO, YAO plus Vn plus 1, XAN plus 1 is equal to MXAM. And then NO, LO is equal to NM times M. Then the second round of the material balance is Ln plus V1 is equal to M. Ln, YAN plus V1, XA sub X A1 is equal to MXAM, and then NN, Ln is equal to NMM. Okay? So, ganito yung magiging itsura nung pag-calculate natin stage graphically. No, so, yung kinakount natin dito, kasi di ba, previously we say that this constitute to a single stage. So, dito, magkakaroon, bibilangin natin yung how many stages do we have here. Now, we have L, first stage, second stage, third stage, and then the fourth stage. So we have 4 stages na meron tayo dito. Yung pagtingin ng stages natin is based on the pag-construct natin itong mga lines na to. So later on, mag-construct tayo niyan. So we will have an example here. So a continuous countercurrent multi-stage system is to be used to leach oil from mill by benzene solvent. No? So leach oil from the meal. So your A is your oil, your B is your meal, the benzene is your C. Here's an example natin, which is the oil. The B is your meal, and your C is your benzene. So the process is to treat 2,000 kilogram per hour of inert solid meal B containing 800 kilogram of oil A and also 5 kilogram of benzene. So from that alone, pwede natin actually isulat, no? Pwede lang tayong maglagay ng lang na gawin natin 1 going to n. Very simple lang na extract law. 1 going to n, no? And then papasok. So what we have here is your A is equal to, ilan yung A natin? 800 kilogram. Lagyan mo natin ng 1 hour basis operation. Yung basis natin. Para tanggalin natin yung per hour dyan. And then your B is equal to 2,000. And then your C is, ilan yung papasok dito? The inlet, no. Yeah. And then, may 50 kilograms siya na benzene. So yung pagpasok pa lang dito sa extractor is meron ka ng benzene. Probably is may mga pretreatment na nangyayari. Kasi usually si benzene, nasa overflow lang siya. So the inlet flow per hour of fresh solvent, so yung fresh solvent natin dito, is also composed of different material. Your A is 20. So bakit meron kang oil sa fresh solvent mo? Probably dumaan na ng recycle si fresh solvent mo. Ginamit na siya ng unang batch and then para hindi masayang gagamitin mo siya ulit. No? So meron ka ng mga natitira doon na oil na hindi mo na distill, no? Or hindi nag-remain, no, from the previous operation. Siguro nag-operate na to kahapon, ayaw mo naman itapon yung whole solvent mo, so may oil ka pa rin na natitira doon. So example here, we have 20 kilogram na. Yes? Any concern? And then your B, 0. Your C is fresh solvent natin is 1,310 kilogram. No? So data here are tabulated below as N inert solid B per kilogram solution. Yung solution natin is A plus C, ha? And the YA here, kilogram oil per kilogram solution. So napansin natin na hindi na constant, no? Hindi na constant yung solid natin. Wait lang. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna find another reference kung ano talaga yung term na ginagamit dito. It's constant underflow. Let me just remind kanina that if meron tayong N as 1.5 B all over C, go back lang sa example 1 natin, ha? Pag nakalagay sa problem natin na meron tayo 1.5 kilogram insoluble per solution and this is constant, this is what we call a constant underflow problem. Ibig sabihin, through time, constant lang yung underflow mo, always lang na 1.5 B all over A plus C. No? But in reality, what really happens is that A varies into its amount. Kasi nga, at each stage, pagdating naman dito, no, here, at each stage, nagbabago yung amount ng oil mo. Siyempre, here, fresh solvent to, mas marami ka nakukuha ang oil dito. No, kasi fresh pa yung solvent natin. or here, konti na lang yung solvent mo, pero marami ka pang oil na nandito. So, kukunti lang yung nakukuha natin na oil. So, yung variation ng oil natin sa taas is nag-change. So, yan yung tinatawag natin na variable underflow. So, for this example, we have a variable underflow, no? Nag-vary si underflow natin. And that variation of underflow is in form of this. Hindi na siya, yung N mo kanina is constant, yung N mo ngayon is nag-vary na. No? Nag-vary si N mo and then nag-vary si YA mo. Ibig sabihin, if you construct a parang a equilibrium line mo dyan, it will look like a curve. No? So, calculate the amount and concentration. So, we have to calculate the amount and concentrations. Pag sinabi natin amount, mass balance, yung mass natin, may lalabas pa pala dito. And then, pag sinabi natin concentration, yun yung composition natin. So, of the streams leaving the process and number of stages required. So, what we have to find is the value of your Ln, your XAN. Dito naman sa taas, we have to find the value of your V1, your Y1. Okay, so apat yung kukunin natin. Okay, so first is we have to find all the information given. So ito, actually, nilay down ko na here. Ganito tayo gagawa ng extractor natin. Pwede din na ganito. So here, ginawa natin 1 going to N and then nilabel lang natin. So for the feed slurry, we have 800 to 2,050. For the entering solvent, we have 20, 0, and 1,310. And then, for the underflow solution, we know that the A, wait lang ha. Yeah. So, meron pa lang natitirang problem quantities given. The leach solid are to contain 120 kilogram oil. So, yung leach solid natin, yung A natin doon is 120 kilogram ang natitira dito. Note that Ln is a combination of A plus C. So, we have to know how many C will go here. No. B pala. Ln is a combination of A plus B or some sort of C kasi may C ka pa dito eh. So probably may mga amounts ka pa ng C na pupunta sa Ln mo. So ang nabigay lang is, ang alam natin na ang matitirang oil dito is 120. Okay? So from that alone, we can say that the underflow solution Ln is 120 A, B is constant all over. No? Yung amount, kasi hindi naman nagva-vary yung amount ng B. What varies is N. No? N now is, note that N is equal to B, A plus C. So, although B does not changes, A and C might change. So, C now, so we have to find now the value of C para makuha natin si X natin. XAN. So first round of the calculation, we have to find the coordinate of LO. So just like what we have in a single stage, hinahanap natin si LO. So we have to find the coordinate of LO. Yan. Simple, straightforward calculations lang natin. And then we now got LO as a coordinate of 0.94 and 0.35. So, that's for LO. For VN plus 1, straightforward lang din tayo. I hope walang questions regarding dito. This is similar to sa single stage natin. This is 0.0150. And then, you have to find the coordinate of Ln. So far, what we have is, ipakita naman natin dito. This is the graph of the pagka-cut ko lang para mas madali. Kasi hindi ako nakaka-annotate dito eh. I don't know kung bakit hindi ako nakaka-annotate. So here. So you have your Vn plus 1 which is at 0.0150. So along x-axis lang natin. Note that yung x-axis natin ha is a YA or XA. XA or YA. And then yung y-axis natin is N. So that's your Vn plus 1. Your LO is located here around 0.94. And then we have 2.35. This is 2.35. So this black line, no, this black line, supposedly, kung constant lang yung N natin, no, ang ginawa natin sa first stage, naglagay lang tayo ng continuous na straight line. It's 1.5. No? Pero mangyayari natin, since varying N natin, we will plot the we will plot N versus YA. So, each of the points, ipa-plot natin. So, yan yung black lines na yan. Yung black lines na to is the plot of the points here. For example, we have at 0, we have 2. So, yan yung first point natin. And then we have 1.98 around here. It's 0.1. 1.98. It's YA muna tayo. At 0.1, 1.98. So, dito tayo. Then at 0.2, 1.94. So, dito yung 1.94. And then, and so on and so forth. And at 0.7, we have 1.61. So, here. So, if you plot these points lang, we will have this curve na instead of straight line, pag constant underflow tayo, nagkakaroon tayo na somehow nagka-curve siya. No, so as you can see, as we increase the Y, or kung nag-increase tayo ng value nung oil natin sa overflow, marami tayong oil na na-extract, yung N natin bumababa. No? Simply means that kung N is bumaba, note that N is equal to B plus AC. So kung bumababa ito na value, probably the A is increasing. So yung A natin, through time, nag-i-increase siya sa overflow. Okay? That's why nagka-curve siya. Saan na tayo? So we already located. Lakit ko lang ito. Tanggalin ko yung mga, yan, kasi na-explain na rin natin yan. So, we already located the V1, L1. The next is we want to locate the LN. Though pinakita na dito, pero isay-say natin, ha? So, sa LN, what we have know so far is that the mass of A is 120, the mass of B is 2,000, and then we will have to get the mass of C. No? So first is we have to denote that the slope of the graph here sa LN natin is equal to NN YN. So that's rise over run. No? So what we know sa rise over run natin is that NN is equal to B all over LN. No? Ganun naman tayo maglagay ng okay, note that your slope of the graph is the rise over 1, which is NN over YN. Now, yung NN natin is B all over the solution. The solution at the bottom is LN. No? And YN is A over the solution, and solution at the bottom or in the underflow is LN. So, cancel si LN natin, we will just have the B over A. So, we have B natin sa underflow, which is equal to 2,000, and yung A natin sa underflow is 120. It will give us a slope of 16.67. So, how do you plot a slope na 16.67? Coming from this And then, yun. So we have now n, itong line na to is equal to 16.67, the slope times y. So this is a straight line with an equation of n is equal to 16.67y. So if here, no, if n, this is just a, para maka-create ka lang ng line mo, no? Or ng line mo, is we have to, if mag-if ka lang, mag-plot ka lang points, no? If y is equal to 0.1, here, 0.1, then your n is equal to 1.67. So plot the coordinate, mag-plot ka lang ng coordinate na 0.1 and 167. Or, here, dito pa lang na line natin, paano ba tayo mag-create ng or mag-construct ng line given lang tayo ng slope and probably the y-intercept? Here, the y-intercept is 0. So, may 0, 0 points ka na. Then, how do you construct a line? How do you construct a line given a slope and y-intercept? Anyone? Paano tayo gagawa ng line given tayo ng slope and intercept? Jam. Paano ka gagawa ng line? Paano ka mag-construct ng line given y-intercept and slope? Anyone? Faiza. Given y-intercept and a slope, paano ka mag-construct ng line?
Don't we have the equation of the line po, yung parang y is equal to mx plus b?
Then what if given ka ng b and then given ka ng m? Paano ka mag-construct ng line graphically? Given ka ng line, how will you construct it graphically? Equation of the line, y is equal to mx plus b.
Given naman po yung y-intercept, so
Okay?
ito sa
Continue.
use the slope po.
Okay. So you
Built ng line po.
okay, so first you locate your y-intercept. Here your y-intercept is located here, and then your slope is 16.67. Your slope is always the rise over run, no? So you just count rise and then overrun, no? So sample yung rise natin here is 16.67 and run niya is 1. So you make that second point and then you connect the two dots or 2 points and then you already have your line, no? So I'm expected there will be no problem in analytical geometry natin, ha? So after that, ayun, so magkakaroon na tayo yung second coordinate, magkakaroon tayo ng line. No? We already plotted the line of the LN here. Then after that, know that yung pagkuha natin ng L1 dito is where the wala pa. So after doing the mass balance natin, nag-mass balance ba tayo? Wala pa. Nag-plot pa tayo. So mag-mass balance tayo. So gaya na sinabi ko here, magsisimula tayo sa LO Vn plus 1 is equal to M. Nang mamaya na yung Ln plus V1 is equal to M. Dito muna tayo. So you have M is equal to 2,180 kilogram. Your component balance here is LO, YAO plus VN plus 1, XN plus 1 is equal to M, XAM. So this is the component A balance. Straightforward lang tayo. Given naman tayo sa lahat ng mga values natin. Wait lang. Okay, note that I just want to clarify lang, no? Dito sa LO natin, note that yung LO natin is the mass of the na-define ba na maayos yung LOL natin? The mass of the liquid in slurry solution. So, always L lang natin is liquid. Hindi kasali si solid natin. Okay? So, L mo is instead of the whole, kasi instead of 800 plus 2,000 plus 50, it's not the L. No? It's the total slurry solution. But L is defined as the mass of the solid, mass of the liquid solution in the slurry. So that's why ang i-add lang natin dito is the 800 plus 50, yun si LO natin. Okay? So LO is 850. Kapag ba tayo dito? Hindi pa na-define si LO dito. Okay. LO, again, LO is the mass of the liquid solution in the slurry. So 800 plus 50, kasi yung 2,000 is not a liquid, no? Insoluble solid man siya. So Vn plus 1 is the 1,330, no? It's always solution. Note that it's a solution balance pala. So always, pag sinabi natin solution, it's A plus C, no? I think dinefine ko na to. Yes, A plus C yung solution. So yung 1,330 is the A plus C. So 20 plus 1,310. So we have the M is 2,180. A balance, straightforward lang. Nalagyan lang natin ng YAO, which is yung nakuha natin here, and you have your xn plus 1 yung nakuha natin dito. So you have already the M and XAM. Now, magsa-solid balance ka para makuha mo si NM. So you first get the M, you first XAM, and your NM. So yung NM sa solid balance natin, straightforward lang din tayo dyan. And then we have the coordinate of M. So yung coordinate ng M natin is located at 0.376 and 0.916. 376 around here, and then around here. I cannot plot it thoroughly. Ayun. Ito na yung plot niya. So, around here pala. 0.9. Okay. So, dapat pala tatama talaga siya sa Vn plus 1 and LO. Sorry. So, here, this is 3. No. This is 0.3, 0.4. So, malapit na talaga plus sa 0.4. Okay. This is 1.96. Oh, yeah. So, this is your M. Okay? So, after that, may M ka na, may coordinate ka na ng M, you plot the, construct the line from point LN to, until it crosses M. So, mag-construct ka ng line until it crosses M. From LN, okay, so ito yung nangyari. And then after that, you locate the V1. So yung V1 natin is around here. Okay, so yung V1, by graphically, no, titingnan natin sa graph. So ibig sabihin, pagdating sa exam, magbibigay ako sa inyo ng X and Y, na coordinate plane and dapat i-print nyo yon ng same size. Huwag nyo i-enlarge, huwag nyo ikuan. Kasi pag ni-enlarge niyo baka hindi magkasya sa papel niya yung stages nyo. So, huwag niyo i-enlarge, huwag niyo rin i-shrink. No? Magbigay lang tayo ng, I know, nasa MSU naman kayo lahat sa pagdating sa exam, right? Kailan ba? I think wala na. Kailangan lang natin ng graphing paper. Remember graphing paper? May mabibilan pa ba tayo nun? I think meron pa naman. Remember niyo ba yung graphing paper ninyo ng second year? Yes, yung kulay green, na grid. So, kakailanganin natin yun para doon na lang kayo, para uniform tayo. Sige, since nasa MSU naman kayo, marami naman kuwan dyan, school supplies dyan, bili na lang kayo for the meantime. Kasi, I think ipapakonstruct ko rin kayo sa LLE, ipapakonstruct ko rin kayo ng sarili nyong yung envelope sa LLE, no? Yung phase diagram, ipapakonstruct ko rin kayo ng phase diagram sa LLE. So, might as well bili na lang kayo ng graphing paper. Ayun. So, titingnan lang ninyo, no, by mere judgment ninyo, you will get that the V1 has a coordinate of 0.952, 592, no, almost 6 na siya, almost 0.6. And then your LN here has around 2, no, and you have 0.12, no, this is 1, gitna, 0.12, kayo na magbahala mag-judge. And then you have 2. Okay, so you have LN, you have your V1, you have VN plus 1, you have LO. What we have so far are the values of X. So ang meron pa lang tayo are the value of X, mga X and Y natin. But we still don't have the mass fraction, total mass natin, no? Ayun. So, from material balance, balik tayo dito. So, this is the second round of material balance natin. Ito. So, ito natapos na natin. Dito naman tayo sa kabila. Second round tayo. So, therefore, Ln plus V1 is equal to N. Ito. So, transpose lang natin. Therefore, we know that V1 is equal to 218. P minus Ln. And by component A balance, total solution balance sa taas. Pag component A balance, second round din tayo ng balance natin. Ang balance natin. Ayan. Second round of mass balance at component balance din natin. Hindi natin lagay. Anyway. So ito, second round na tayo. So, input lang natin ng values and then we have two components, two equation to unknowns. So, V1, LN, V1, kayo na bahala kung anong gamitin yung method. And then you get the LN. LN is 997.62. Your V1 is equal to 1182.38 kg. So, meron tayong LN and V1. Nakuha natin si LN, nakuha natin si V1. Note that LN is, again, A plus C. No? Hindi siya A plus C plus B. Si V1 natin is equal to the A plus C pa rin. No? Always solution balance tayo. So, connect LO. So, tatanggalin ko lang itong mga kasi kakailangan natin yung space. So, you're gonna connect LO here and with V1, connect si LO and V1 with VN plus 1. Na line natin VN plus 1. The cross line operating point. So, maglalagay tayo ng lang. Connect natin si... Ay, hindi pala. Hindi pala siya naka-line. Ito ata. Mas maganda to. Okay. Yan. Connect natin yun sa, and then your V. Connect din tayo ng another V. With Vn plus 1. Saan yung Vn plus 1? Ito ba? Wait lang ha. With Ln Vn plus 1. So Ln Vn plus 1. This is your Ln Vn plus 1. Somewhere here. Ang layo. I-extend ko pa to. Hindi na siya na-extend. Hindi na siya na-extend at hindi ko na rin siya na-delete. Hindi ko na rin siya na-control. Ayun. Okay. Ulitin natin ha. So, yeah. And then color. I-change natin yung color. So, from LO to V1. Matatanggal na pala talaga siya sa line. And then, yan. So, nag-cross na siya here. Sakto na yun. So, this is the cross line operating point and we now have to determine the stages natin. So, pag-determine ng stages natin, here, note that when we cross here, maglagay tayo ng vertical line, it's already one stage. Gaya ng single stage natin, naglagay tayo ng connecting line sa L1 and V1 natin. So, mag-connect tayo ng L1 and here. V1, this is the V1, mag-connect tayo ng line. We will make it red. Okay, so V1 here, pag nag-connect ako, ng line, red na pala. Yan. Lalagyan lang natin. Okay, so ilalagay lang natin dito. At hindi pa siya nalilipat na maayos. Naman KG to. I think magsusulat na lang ako, mas madali yata. Okay, yan. This is the first stage and then this is the L1. So yung L1 naman natin, i-connect naman natin sa cross point natin. So this is the second na connection natin. From here, going to this point. Ayan. And then after that, kung saan naman siya nag-cross here, will be your new V mo. So this is the V2 na mangyari. This is the V2 and then ang straight line niya is your L2. So L2 naman, maglalagay ka na naman ng connections mo here. And then, ayun. And then after that, Hindi kasi siya maayos-ayos eh. Ayun. Okay, nang bahala mag-ayos niyan. So, therefore, pagpatuloy niyo lang to. This is the new V. This is the V3. And this is L3. Straight line. L3. And then last, tatapusin ko na to. Wala nang balikan to, guys. And then after here, ayan, nasakto good siya. Okay. And then you have your point here. And then here is your V4 and then construct a line. And then L4. See, therefore, this is the L4. The number of stages is 4. So we have 4 stages to reach the process. Okay, naintindihan mo yung pag-construct natin ng stages sa multi-stage? Class, naintindihan ba? Okay, so pagdating sa exam, graphical method ko kayo ha, pag both sa LLE and sa glitching. Okay, after that, bakit ayaw na siya? Ay, yun yan. Okay, so that is the last presentation ko pala. So here, we already, nakuha ba natin yung mga points natin? Yung mga hinahanap natin? We have the number and amounts and concentrations of the streams. So nakakuha tayo ng, we should have a value of your L1. We should have a value of your Ln, your V1, your Xn, you have your Y1. So dapat meron tayong mga value niyan. Nakuha ba natin? Yes, your Y sa Ln natin. Ln, your Y1 is 0.1. Tama ba? Hindi. Wait lang. Let's find. Okay, so Y1 is 0.12. Your Ln is equal to 997.62. Your V1 is here. We have 1182.38 kilogram. And Xn is, yeah, I given sa Xn, yung 120. Yeah. Hindi pa. Xn. Ln, Vn, Xn, around 2. Yun nga, 2 ata. Na-plot natin yun eh. Yeah. Wait lang. So, Xn, nasa ln tayo, no? And then x niya is around 0.592. Ano, this is V. .12, then bakit nawawala po? The V1 here, ln, the Y, xn. Oo. Yung pinaka-last dito na x is around 0. Nalagay ba natin? Ito. xn. Hanap na natin si xn. Siya na lang yung hindi natin mahanap. So, for the V1, for 5920, and xn, yung xn natin is around here. So, kailangan makuha natin to na value. No? $997. Given ba tayo? Pinakalas ln. So, hindi tayo given. So, we say that xn is equal to a over a plus c. So, a natin here is 120 sa ln over 120 plus your c. May amount po tayo ng C. Hindi tayo given ng amount ng C. Okay, we have x, v, y, 0. Wait, bakit ako naghahanap ng xn nga? Okay, so wait lang ha. So v1, y1, ln, the amount of yun nga, kailangan natin, graphically lang to. Pwede natin tingnan here. So, at 1 point something siya, no? 0.1. 0.12. Y1. At 2. 0.12. Yan yung Y1 natin, 0.12. Si x yung hinahanap natin. So, xn, wait, bakit hindi ko mahanap? Si n is 0 at 0.592. So, this is the V1. And your coordinate of ln is around here. You have 0.12 to 2 and y1. Kasi y ang sa baba, ln. So, what we want to find is the vn plus 1 and xn. So, vn plus 1 and xn. So, vn plus 1. That's vn plus 1. V1. So, V1. Yung 0.5 nga eh. Ano yun? Okay, so here, yung x1, hindi pala xn ang hinanap natin dito. Kasi x1 pala. Kaya pala, sabi ko, bakit di ko mahanap si xn? x1, hindi siya xn. Kasi, note that yung diagram natin, 1 to n, and then, papasok dito is the y naught dito sa baba is yn. So, dapat yn to 0.12. And then, here, papasok is xn plus 1, lalabas na x1. Siyempre, hindi ko nakukuha. Hanap ako ng xn. I'm gonna erase this part na lang. Okay, so and then you have x1 is equal to 0.592. Okay, so ito yung mga calculation natin. Now, meron tayong other method, no, na ginagamit. Aside from graphical method, meron tayong tinatawag na numerical method din or analytical method. No? Gumagamit tayo ng Kremser equation or the Taylor-Tour na equation natin. Remember the Kremser equation natin? Remember niyo pa si Kremser? Sino pa nakaka-remember sa inyo ni Kremser? Sino nakaka-remember sa unit Kremser? Saan siya ginagamit si Kremser? Class, saan ginagamit si Kremser? Nakikinig pa bang lahat? Apales, saan ginagamit si Kremser?
Yes, sir.
Yes, saan nga ginagamit si Kremser? Kremser equation. Remember your mass transfer?
Nakalimot na ko, sir.
64. How about the others? Hindi po namin na-meet yun, sir. Okay, so you're right, Jam. No? Kremser equation is the analytical equation na ginagamit natin to find the number of stages given yung mga compositions natin and the absorption factor. Remember yung absorption natin, the factor sa mass transfer natin. Can you find, no? Hanapin natin yung equation ng Kremser. 634. Okay. Okay, so always si Kremser equation is ginagamit siya to find the number of stages. Both for sa lahat ng equilibrium stages natin, we have sa absorption natin, finding number of plates. Sa leaching natin, sa LLE ganun din, no? We tend to get the number of stages natin sa LLE. Actually, walang problema kay LLE analytical solution kasi magka-Kremser din tayo. Si LLE, pati si leaching magkapatid lang. Binago lang yung mga terms sa kanya, na like extract, raffinate, and then kay leaching meron tayong tinatawag na constant underflow, which is yun yung which is yun yung sometimes tinatawag sa other references na R, or sa discussion natin is letter N, no? Constant underflow yun. Sa LLE, meron tayong tinatawag na the K. Ang K naman sa LLE is the extract over the raffinate. So, since yung na-discuss na natin sa LLE is graphical, so graphical lang tayo doon. Sa leaching kasi tayo, usually nagkakaroon tayo ng number of stages. If you're gonna look sa pages natin, no, we have the equation for the N. Hanapan si Kremser. 20.17 Kremser. Hanapin ko sa isang references natin. I can still remember na nasa Giancoplis yun, yung Kremser natin. Number of stages. 592. Anong tawag doon sa graphical method pag naghahanap tayo ng number of stages using equilibrium line and operating line? Aiza? Okay, McCabe-Thiel method. Very good. So, pag analytical tayo, Kremser, pag graphical, McCabe. Hanapin natin si Kremser. Sinabi dito 592 eh. Okay, so ito, nasa page 593 ng Giancoplis, no? It's in a logarithmic form. Here we have the absorption factor na ginagamit. Pagdating sa leaching, kasi maraming version ng Kremser eh. Ang daming version ng Kremser. Minsan hindi ko na mini-memorize, sinahanap ko na lang. 373, 737. Graphical kasi yung approach sa yun lang. Kasi graphical yung approach talaga sa okay, there is also a variation of Kremser here. Leaching. Okay, 506 739. Wala rin. Both sa ano nga yan? Both sa McCabe pati sa Giancoplis, hindi ko nahanap yun siya na equation. Yung may R. Pero here is ito yung nasa reviewer namin. We have the number of stages and so this is a variation of Kremser equation, no? N is equal to log or ln. Pwedeng ln to ha. Balikan ko na lang yung second please kasi medyo closer yun eh. Okay, kung ma-remember pa natin itong si Kremser, meron siyang equation na log of yn plus 1 mx o not over y1 mx not 1 minus 1 all over a plus 1 all over a all over log of a. Pero merong variation din na number of stages natin. Five, nine, two. Na log of y sub b minus y sub b star all over y sub a, y sub a star. Remember yung mga star natin, yun yung mga interfacial natin, no? And then you have the log of yb minus ya all over yb star minus ya star. And then where your yb star is equal to xb, no, and your ya star is equal to xa. So paano yun siya na nakikita dito? So yung mga B and A is just a notation of your sa side ng equation natin. Sa side na, okay, pakita ko na lang sa inyo. So this is from a reviewer, no? So if this is the stage 1, and then you have your stage 2, and then you have a end stage. Yung papasok dito is the XA, no? Tama ba? Similar lang ba sa notation natin? Iba, no? Nakakalito kasi ito eh. Sige lang. Gagawin natin, ipareha lang natin sa hanapin ko ulit. Equilibrium stage. Kung similar lang ba siya sa six, three, four. Tama ba yung simulat ko? Ay, so mahirap nga siya. Anyway, 637. I think ito siya. If this is XA, sa taas is the YA. No, medyo confusing lang siya. Binaliktad lang siya. Here ang head niya. Palabas pala ito. YA, and then palabas to. So we have and then this is the YB, and then this is the XB, and this is the ito kinokopya ko lang to sa reviewer. So nangyari dito, okay. So yung A natin dito, it means that nasa side here. No, nasa side siya dito. Sa right side. A is in the right side, left side. And then B It's in the right side. So log of YB, I think naka-small lahat to eh. Naka-small indication siya. Yeah, just bear with me lang, guys. Okay. So this is A, we have B, B. Okay? So yung YB natin, this is the YB. No? Again, this is in solution form. Okay, then YB star is just equal to XB. YB star XB. So XB. And then YA star is equal to XA. YB natin, YA, YB star, XB, and XA. Okay? So, ganun lang. But then, yung confusing kasi yung dalawang, yun yung medyo problematic kay Makeb, pati Jan Couples, kasi hindi sila nagkakasundo sa notation. Here, yung underflow natin is X. Yung overflow natin is Y. Pero kay Jan Couples, yung underflow natin is Y, overflow natin is X. So, gagawin natin, i-switch na lang natin, no? So, pag sinwitch natin, magkakaroon tayo ng completely different na notation for the Kremser natin, no? So, para din sa board exam, hindi naman kasi kayo pinapa-graphical. So, Kremser talaga yung hanapin natin. So, what you're gonna do is, kailangan yung mahanap talaga si right Kremser equation na gagamitin natin. So, we can just use this one. If you want na i-y ni siya, baliha lang ni siya tanan no, sa taas. No? Yung lahat ng x, lahat ng y dito, gagawin nating x. Ganun yung gagawin natin. I also have a reference na nakita na nagamit siya ng, it's a good reference, na gumamit din siya ng, yeah, it's in downloads. Ito. It's also references ng Liching na instead na mga mass fraction or concentration ng mga exit and entering mo, meron siyang constant. No? For example, here, we define R as the amount of solvent discharge. Usually, si R natin is, and then R is the amount of solute, R is the amount of the solution discharge, overflow or underflow. And then yung number of stages niya here. This is the Kremser na equation niya, no? Log of 1 plus R minus 1 all over F all over log R. Ito, meron siyang residue kasi usually, di ba naghahanap tayo ng, usually ang given kasi N no, sa mga problems, the number of the insoluble solid per kilogram of solution. Dito naman, R is equal to 0.25 water per insoluble solid. So gagawin natin, i-reciprocal lang natin. Pero naka-water kasi ito eh. Usually N is in solution. Magkaiba si water lang because it's the first solvent alone. Pag solution kasi, solvent plus your solute. So kung kaya nyo i-comprehend ito from the very start, pwede. Pero most of the time kasi is ito yung ginagamit eh. Sa reviewer, ito yung ginagamit na Kremser equation. So, balihan na lang guys, no? Balihan na lang. Tanan sa ubos, himunin yung y. Lahat ng sa taas, himo nating x para consistent pa rin tayo sa Jan-Copley's. And then, i-change lang natin lahat ng mga notations dito. Magiging x lahat ito, if I'm not mistaken. Try to check daw, no? If magiging x lahat. ano nga yan, sa McCabe, merong equation na ln we have xa minus xa star all over xb minus xb star all over ln. So try to double check lang if this is the right ba. xa, pag kung gibalina ninyo ha, we have xa star minus xb star. So this is the another version of n. So x star is the equilibrium concentration of corresponding to y. So for example, your x star, xa star is equal to ya, and your xb star is equal to your y, your yb. Okay, so please follow lang ito na formula. Any question? So, kailangan nyo lang kunin lahat ng XA, XB, YA, and YB. Pag makuha na natin yun sila, then we can use N here. This is for, again, this is for constant underflow ha. Underflow lang to ginagamit. Hindi to nagagamit dating sa variable underflow kasi pag variable underflow tayo is gumagamit tayo ng graphical method. So that's the wrap up ng leaching natin. Thank you. If may question kayo, you may now raise your questions. Pause, end lang yung recording natin.